Just
Hold on. Let me see. Come here. Wait.
sit down.
No, wait.
Sit,
Wait, come here.
bro, sit the fuck down.
Look, right. Okay.
I'm not. I'll fuck you up, bro.
And that's what we need to talk about. So check this out, right?
Hold on.
So you know how I took the boys to the Busch Gardens this past weekend, right?
Yeah.
We're standing in line
In line for what?
for a ride.
Like what ride?
I don't know. I think it was
One of the coasters?
yeah, it was Montour, one of them, right?
Okay.
So how about we're in the section, you know, where it breaks off and it goes and you go into the line where you're gonna jump
The
on
stalls.
the stalls. Thank you. This dude walked up behind me and grabbed me by the waist like I just did to you.
Wait a minute. So you're in line with the two boys, and some dude comes up behind you and puts his hands on you?
He puts his hands on my waist to, I guess he wanted to get by or to get to another stall, but he didn't just do, hey, excuse me, sir, or anything. He just grabbed me by the waist and like said, excuse me.
He said, excuse me?
He said, excuse me, or he said something. As soon as, you know how I am, as soon as
Well,
I feel hands on me, like I switch. So that happened. And I was talking to my sons. My attention was on my sons. And then I feel that and I turn around and I gave this guy a death stare and I had to restrain myself for a second because I was about to launch myself at him.
I mean, I'm surprised as soon as this dude put his hands on you, you didn't elbow him or turn around and push him or like, who was this guy? Was he bigger than you?
No. I mean, he was a big guy, but he wasn't bigger than me.
Did you say anything to him?
My look said it all. When he turned around and he saw me staring at him, he apologized.
Okay, so the guy grabbed you,
Yeah.
said something to you. He walks by. Was he with anybody?
He was with his girlfriend.
Why couldn't he fucking just wait?
Why couldn't he just tap me on the shoulder?
But why couldn't he just wait until you went to the stall? What was the rush?
I don't know. These kids are always rushing. He was definitely younger than I was.
You know, this is what I don't get, right? And I don't understand this thought process when it comes to amusement parks. Because even when I go to Disney, right? When I go to Disney, for instance, Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot, you go into this room, they play a video, and then the doors open up. And because everybody knows where the doors open up, they rush to that side of the room. And they push everybody, and they fight to get on a ride where everybody's going to get on the ride at the same time. I don't understand.
They just want a better positioning. I don't get it.
But it's not. It's not. What they had to do is they had to put attendees at Disney with the airport freaking directional to stop people because people want to rush to run to get on a ride that everybody's going to get on at the same time.
That's the thing. Busch Garden took off the attendee that tells you which stall to go into.
Yeah, but I just don't understand. So this guy turns around and looks at you, and he says like, "Oh man, I'm sorry, my bad."
He just says sorry, and then he keeps walking. But it was to the point where my sons even noticed. They're like, "Are you okay?" Because they saw the switch in you.
You know, you're better than me. I think that shows a lot of restraint because some unknown person touches me, they're going to be on the ground.
Well, that's why I also started the video this way, right? I purposely had you stand there, and I wanted you to see how it felt by some dude.
What did I say?
Moving you.
And what did I say? I was like, "Look here, like you're my best friend," you know.
And we know each other for a long ass time.
And I'm getting pissed off.
And you're getting pissed off because I'm grabbing you by the hips. Now imagine a complete stranger doing that.
Yeah, he would have been on the ground, bro.
Like
I would have got kicked out of the park probably for that. At the least,
I did have a lot of restraint, and it was a split second where I just thought about where I was. I thought about
You're with the kids.
I'm with my sons. I don't have another adult. If I get arrested, like it's just
So that's the
it would have been a bigger mess.
that's the lesson of what's at the moment of time when the incident happens. If we can restrain and control ourselves, because you already know what you're capable of as a man. You already know what skill set you have as a man. And the ideology is if you can take a beat and realize, okay, this isn't okay. For me, if I could have restrained myself, I think what I would have done after the ride, I would have took the guy aside and say, look, like
I lost him after that.
I would try to talk to him and be like, look, like, don't go around just putting your hands on random people because that's how you get hurt. Like, just saying excuse me and being polite goes a lot further than actually touching someone you don't know. Because you touched the wrong one, in this day and age.
That's the lesson. That's the lesson right there, man.
So after this happened and you got off the ride, were you able to decompress and cool down and continue to have a good day?
Yeah, after the ride, I enjoyed myself because I brought myself back to the moment, right? That had already happened, and the reality was I was there with my sons. I was there to have a good time. I was there to bond because we've never had the ability to do a father-son trip like that to an amusement park. You know, I got to have my son experience his first upside down roller coaster. Like there was a lot of positive things that were happening. And this is where I've kind of also reflected on my growth, to not let a split second
Dictate the rest of your life.
dictate the rest of the day, the rest of the moment. Like I was there for something greater, you know? And yeah, it took restraint. Yeah, there was a moment where I was looking for this guy. But it was one of those looks, I'm sure you've seen it in me, where you know not to get any closer to me. Like that is your warning.
I mean, at least the dude said sorry. That's something.
And that's what I told myself. At least he apologized. But that's kind of what this is all about. This was a life lesson, guys. Men.
Restraint is huge, bro. When you can drop the ego and restrain yourself, it's huge because it's hard. It's hard not to want to square up or.
Not only that, could you imagine if it went down the other way? Other people. I was surrounded by people. It was crowded. Someone else could have gotten hurt. I could have damaged somebody else's family time. Like
could have been a world star.
The looking back, there would have been more
Bad,
negative
good, yeah.
than positive. But yeah, checking the ego. That was definitely a checking the ego moment.